Hey, welcome. Sheet Geek here. I got a topic today that's not really a spreadsheet lesson plan, but I was reading a Facebook post the other day and somebody was asking a question about teachers pay teachers. And I know that a lot of you out there are members and have listings. I have a nice handful of them myself. Um, and the subject of the premium membership came up, which I actually hadn't done much research into. So I thought I'd check this out and I wanted to see if it was worth considering or not based on how much I sell. And so I thought I'd share what I found with you guys, and it wasn't necessarily um, an easy answer. So I put together a spreadsheet because that's what I do to basically to estimate how much do I need to sell in order for that membership to be worth it or not. What I found out basically is that the premium membership costs $59.95 per year, or let's just call it $60 a year. What do you get for that? The $60. So if you do buy this $60 membership to Teachers Pay Teachers, one thing that happens is your payout rate gets bumped up significantly from 55% to 80%. And the other thing that happens that's a little trickier to calculate is that your transaction fees go down. So your transaction fees will drop from 30 cents with the free membership, 30 cents per transaction, to 15 cents per transaction. And it looks like all sales on items over $3, well, $3 and above, those have no transaction fees. So this does make a difference, and this can add up. So what I did was I kind of crunched the numbers on a really quick and dirty level. Really quick and dirty. It looks like you need to sell, if we're just comparing the 80% versus the 55%, about $240 will get you there to where that membership's worth it based on the math that I did. But that really doesn't consider the price of that transaction cost at all. So what I did, I put together a couple quick examples of what happens if you sell a $1 item. You see you get the dollar sale price, but then without a membership, you only get 55% of that. And then they take away the transaction fee of 30 cents. So I've sold a lot of stuff for $1 and I get a quarter. If you do have the membership, that's a little more lucrative. You sell it for $1, you get 80% of it. That's 80 cents. But they take 15 cents out of that for a transaction fee. So it ends up coming back at 65 cents. Where it does start to make a little bit of a difference is when you look at sales of items that are $3 or more, where they waive that transaction fee. So here's another example. If we're looking at $3 memberships or $3 sale prices, how that's going to break down. And you see that there is I put free for the transaction fee because you're not going to have that extra amount taken out. So when you start to figure this out, it gets a little bit trickier than just saying that $240 is the break-even point. So what I did was I put together a spreadsheet, and hopefully it's useful to you. With this spreadsheet, you can estimate, because it has to be an estimate, but you can estimate what your sales are going to be at various price points, because you might be the sort of teacher that lists a bunch of stuff for $1, or you might put a lot of work into unit plans or whatever more intricate resources that you're selling for $3, $5, $10. I've seen some pretty expensive resources on Teachers Pay Teachers. So what this spreadsheet allows you to do is allows you to kind of estimate based on your typical activity, what sort of resources do you sell. It allows you to punch some numbers in and figure out what your break-even point is to make it worth it. So if you check out the description, I have linked the spreadsheet. You should be able to access it. You might have to click File, Make a Copy in order to get a version that you can edit. But I put it together for me because last year my sales were at that point where I started to sell a little bit more last year, and I was just starting to wonder if it was worth it. And for me, it's still not. But if I do sell some more in the next year, I at least I got this tool that I can use to make a good informed decision about whether it's worth it or not. Sorry, it's not a classroom resource, but it's certainly a spreadsheet you could show off if you wanted to show off ways that spreadsheets are used in the real world by poor, desperate teachers like us. Hope it helps. I do have a bunch of videos on the channel that do have lessons, and I'll be adding more throughout the summer and the near future. Please feel free to like or subscribe. Share it with your teacher friends, regardless of what they teach. I think it's a valuable tool. And hopefully it's useful to you in making a good decision. Thanks for watching. Bye.